Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your great support. Now, fellow Kenyans, I didn't know that before William Ruto left to Germany and Finland yesterday, he left us with a lot of lies. Wakati ambapo, I think Gor Mahia presented the cup, kikombe ambayo walichukua State House before William Ruto left the country. And what is funny is that William Ruto had the guts to tell us that in the next 1 year is going to build 28 new stadiums in the country. Can you listen to what the president said?
In the next 1 year, we will have completed close to 28 new stadiums in Kenya, including stadia in places where people may think that they are not a priority. We are building a stadium in Garissa, we are building one in Wajir, in Mombasa, in Olkalau, in Mandera, in Kisumu, in Kakamega. We've just finished one in Bungoma. We have authorized the ministry to complete the one in Mombasa. And it is because we believe every part of Kenya has sports talent. And we do not want to leave any part of Kenya behind. Because whether it is in Mandera, or in Kakamega, or in Kitui, we have young people. We have people honestly pursuing their talents in sports. And when we build a stadium, it's not just a running track and a play field. It's more than that. It's a business ecosystem.
You know, I've been asking myself that since the president got into power, he has been promising stadiums in each and every county. Sorry, akienda Kisumu, akienda Busia, akienda wapi, anasema stadium lazima ijengwe, lazima stadium inapaswa kujenga. Hata pale ambapo you know very well that in this place stadium haizi kajengwa, lakini rais naye anainsist kwamba lazima kajenge stadium, which is not bad. My question has been this: where is this guy going to get this money to build these stadiums? Let us be realistic. So unasema kama unataka unajenga stadiums, unaenda kujenga stadiums, 28 stadiums. Which counties are going to benefit from these stadiums? Tuanzie hapo. Which counties are these stadiums going to be built in? Where are you going to get the money to build these stadiums? Yet people are crying that there is high cost of living, maisha imekuwa ngumu, vitu zimebadilika. Where are you going to get this money to build these stadiums? Let us have such kind of conversations. You know, conversations kama hizo, I think tukiongea zitatusaidia sana. Anaenda kupata hiyo pesa wapi ya kujenga hizi stadiums? Let us say the truth. Tuambie tu kwamba mimi kama rais najua kwamba naenda kupata pesa mahali fulani ya kujenga stadiums. Story number 2. I've seen these photos trending. These photos trending. Actually, there are two. Moja kabla William Ruto aende Germany and Finland, and the next one akishatoka Finland after the trip. I don't know whether things are going to change, but the truth of the matter is, we know what happens. Actually, situation yake ama maisha yake hajakuwa mzuri. His condition has not been good since he got into power. Kamaliza miaka 1, 2, 3. Sijui ni stress ako nazo mingi ama nini, but we have to say this, or I have to say this, that sometimes life becomes so much difficult to a point that you also ask yourself, what is the problem, or what is going on, what is really happening, you know, nini aswaki inafanyika ama nini aswaki inaendelea, kwa sababu kama mwanadamu ama kama binadamu, kitu ambacho natarajia ya kwamba mtu akiwa uongozini ama akiwa na pesa, maisha ipasi kuwa ngumu. Lakini hii yake, and I think that is why Rachael keeps on working with him every now and then, because she's afraid, or she fears that maisha inaweza kuwa ngumu, huyu jamaa anaweza collapse. I think that is what people are assuming, that Rachael Ruto works with William Ruto every now and then because she fears that this guy can collapse and die. I don't know your thought. I don't know what you think concerning this, because under that, I've seen a lot of people talking about that photo. Wengine wasema kwamba just relax, Mkuu is having adequate sleep lately, he'll start regaining. The bad times have passed in Jesus' name. BBG is here to stay. Broad-based government is here to stay beyond 2027. Your highlight on travel cost is not a though. Kuna mwingine anasema kwamba anaenda service kubadilisha oil, gearbox oil imechafuka. From fighting kwashako to fighting diabetes type she. Okay, is he roaming around looking for treatment? May God never allow it. Unasikia mambo ya Kenya? Somebody is saying akitoka Germany kama hajanaona ujue ni last. Somebody is saying that akitoka Germany kama hajanaona ujue ni last straw. Kabla nilale, I just need to confirm that frame 1 is an actual photo. I don't want fake happiness. The balloon will soon need a refill again and again until when someone will poke it and there'll be no again. I know many things it's possible, but he can't get a cure for what is up against. He'll go, hey, recharge renewal, new young red staff is not exactly like from 2, lakini for sure is different. I'm just reading for you some of the comments of Kenyans here. I love how you track the president's chopper. Can you track for us the hospital he visits? Watu wa sufuria na moto wako. I think I observed the same during the recent tours to Kazakhstan. Huyu hakuna daktari au pesa inaweza msaidia. Ujimaliza mwenyewe. Let me just read for you the last one before I play one of the videos that William Ruto is talking about. Telling us that, nimeenda kutafuta investors and all that. Mtu anasema kwa ni kama damu ilibadilishwa. Devil worshippers, beggars. Blood transfusion. Of course, okay. I know somebody might be wondering why we are talking about this or why this one is happening. This is what is happening. I think I talked about this, but let me just, wacha niongee tu kidogo tu. What happens when you see a politician ameenda nje and then all of a sudden amerudi kama maisha yake iko sawa ama at least gain some weight, is that wakati ambapo wameenda nje wanaenda hiyo damu yenye kwa mwili yao inaenda inatolewa. Wanatoa hiyo damu yote and then they are given a fresh blood. The fresh blood that they're given ni damu ya mtoto. Damu ya mtoto haijakuwa contaminated, it's never dirty. That is why you realize that a lot of kids are disappearing and nobody knows where they're going to. Wanaenda mahali alafu hata hawauawi, they're being put in a place. This is not a movie. This is something that is happening. Mtu anasema kwamba Boni, the problem is that we watch a lot of movies. These videos, and you see, there are some of the things that when you see them in movies, know that these things happen really. These kids wakati ambapo wamepotea, mtu anaenda na they suck the blood. They suck the blood and then wanaweka kwa containers. So the bidder akienda wanatoa damu yake, na it is possible wanatoa damu yake, ile damu chafu ambayo inafanya anakuwa mgonjwa, alafu anakewa damu fresh. So mtu akirudi anarudi kama amenona. But anyway, let us just say the truth that the condition of our president imebadilika. Hayuko yule mtu mwenye tulikuwa tunajua kitambo. Maisha yake ukiangalia hata miguu zake zinafura. Akitembea kwa South Africa he was limping, but all in all let us wait when he'll be coming back. Tutagundua tu kama itakuwa hiyo last straw yenye mtu amesema ama pana. But all in all, let us just know that everything is not fine. Let me also know what you think in the comment section. But listen to the president.
And Kenya is $335 million. We can take that to $1 billion in a very short time. And we should. And the building blocks for us to achieve that are already in place. There are companies already with a footprint in Nairobi. There are companies that already have experience, and it's not what I am saying, it is what Bio is saying, it is what Oro is saying, and the next company, their personal experience in Nairobi gives credibility to what I'm saying. And as I said earlier, the bigger picture is this. When you look at Nairobi or when you look at Kenya, you are not looking at a country. You are looking at a gateway to a continent. And you will have Kenya and the African continent as your market, but you will also secure your place in Europe using our economic partnership agreement. So it benefits your companies both ways. Into the African market, 1.4 billion people. Into the European market, 450 million people. That combined market is big enough to justify anybody to invest. This is underpinned by three fundamental things. We are a robust democracy. Therefore, we share values with Europe of democracy, rule of law. Number two, we have the economic partnership agreement that does two things. Number one, gives you legal certainty and also regulatory stability. You are sure that that is what your business will be because we already have a solid agreement between Kenya and Europe. And then on the other end, we have also signed the East African Community Treaty, we have the COMESA Treaty, we have the Tripartite Treaty, and we have the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Treaty. That also secures your market into the African continent. And then fourthly, we have a financial ecosystem that has the capacity to assist you in doing your business. You've just heard that even the people in the DRC are using Kenyan banks because we have a very well-developed financial ecosystem. And even more, we have a working, in fact, the Nairobi Securities Exchange was the best securities exchange in Africa by way of return. Just look at the numbers. And that guarantees you two things. Number one, it guarantees you that you can repatriate your profits and also that you can exit anytime you wish. So that gives you flexibility on how you can access the capital markets. So again, so that gives us certainty every way that is possible. This morning I was having a conversation with our colleagues at the EU Commission to again fine-tune some of the areas that require fine-tuning. We want to expand the economic partnership agreement to include all the East African countries, and we want to see how we can enhance especially the areas of the digital space. Kenya is the first African country that we are working on digital adequacy. We intend to conclude this by early next year so that all the business process outsourcing companies can have direct access to Europe as they have access to the African continent. So again, these are business opportunities that can be exploited for the mutual benefit of Kenyan business people and European business people. And that is why it is important for us to create this understanding so that you know that you are walking into a space that is secure, into a space that understands what business is, and into an area where there is lived experience by European companies working out of Kenya, and they can give you their personal experience of what they have experienced in our country. And so, again, I want to welcome as many of you as possible to either expand the opportunities that you have in Kenya or to set up new opportunities and new investments in Kenya as you look at the wider market that we represent.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Before we go to the next group of speakers, because we still have a bit of time, Your Excellency, allow me with a lot of humility to thank our contact person in Belgium, Baroness Ballon Olivier, who, Your Excellency, it may interest you that worked with us very closely with the Office of His Majesty King in getting the list of this distinguished gentleman.
Thank you very much.
Allow me, Your Excellency, to thank our CEO of Kenya Invest for working with us, and also people from the mission, the Deputy Head of Mission, Daniel Tanui, Dr. Kaibi, Rachael Tache, and Officers Irene and Mukata, because without them, Your Excellency, we would not be having this speech. I want to thank them very sincerely for the commitment. Now, allow me again, Your Excellency. Oh, and my sister. Yes.
From KEPSA.
Carlo from KEPSA. Thank you for your continuous support. We look forward to working with you again and again. Allow me now to get another 5 maybe speakers, and I will start with Carlo.
With government, I need to also say something of what the private sector, the local private sector is looking forward to. For those who are not in Kenya yet, partner with the local private sector, the enterprises. And what they are looking to is joint ventures, co-invest. I think the president really affirmed that we no longer are pushing raw materials out. We are looking into finishing our products, and that whatever we consume is already produced and manufactured in the country. And we also, the private sector in Kenya is looking to go beyond the borders. We are looking to internationalize, beginning with the region and progressing into the continent and to Europe. And we cannot do that alone. We'd like to work very closely with yourselves. The other thing that the private sector in Kenya is looking towards is collaborate on green growth. I think we've talked about geothermal here and digital transformation. It's not something we can now wish away. This is what we are living. We're in the tech revolution. We are mitigating climate, and what we are looking towards with the local private sector is to work with you who are here in Europe, who are here in Belgium, on those 2 areas, on green revolution and in the digital transformation. And then building long-term partnerships and not transactional relationships. And I think those who are already investing in Kenya can attest to that, that those businesses